I said earlier on the season, if you go through a dry patch or anything like that, fans everywhere can get a little bit on your back. But thankfully this season, for myself anyway, personally, they've been very good and very, very supportive. When teams come, especially to our place, we need to turn it into like a fortress and make it uncomfortable for them to come. But at the other side of that as well, when we are going through a little bit of a sticky patch, if it is at home or away or wherever that may be, we need to make sure that they do get behind us and not that they don't moan and groan, because obviously fans are passionate and players are passionate as well, and they need everyone needs to kind of stick together and make sure that we're all pulling the one way, because at the end of it all, we all want the same thing. We all want to get promoted, we all want to win the trophy final as well and do the double, and that's exactly what we all need to do together, and the more we pull together, the more chance we're going to have.
They are massive for us. It is a old cliche, but they are our 12th man, and to be fair to them, on Tuesday night especially, we didn't give them a great deal to shout about. So we're all disappointed after Tuesday, but I think now's the time as a club we need to all stick together. We're all pulling in the same direction, and we're still in a great position. I think there's a lot of teams that would like to be where we are now, so there's no need to panic. Still a long way to go, and it's still in our hands. So hope to see them all there in the future, and cheers on to what will be hopefully a good season.
If the fans can get behind us, it's like 12 man. I know it's a bit of a cliche, but it's really important for them to get behind us and just give us that positive energy going into this winning. To be honest, it's been amazing since I come in. I remember my first game away at Alfreton last year. They were amazing. I was surprised more than anyone else, and our away support's unbelievable. They get behind us, singing, cheering, all game. It's just it's nice. It's nice to come to a football club where the fans are really passionate about the team, and it's about their life, and it's something to be proud of.
It's hard to sort of quantify how important they can be at times, because as a footballer, and you're on the pitch and you have to be professional, and no matter what sort of comes, whether it's criticism, praise, singing your name, booing you, I feel like I've pretty much had it all at some point. It makes a huge difference, and that doesn't matter if you're mentally strong or it doesn't matter whether you feel like you can block things out. It all adds up. If you think that even if you're Roy Keane and that impression that he gives off, that he doesn't care what anyone thinks, if he gets booed week in, week out, he wouldn't be as good as he was. He might have some games where he proves people wrong, but nobody wants to be criticised, and everyone wants a bit of praise. And as players, I think you have to obviously try and give the fans something to get enthused about, because if you sort of come out and you're lethargic and you give balls away and stuff, it makes a sort of precedent for the afternoon, really. But I think the fans can be massive. I think anyone who sort of comes to any of our away games and sees our away fans, and I think probably since I've been here, we've certainly given them a few good days, and I think it's probably partly down to the fact that they're there in their numbers, but they're there in their voice as well, and their support sort of never goes away.
They've been brilliant since I've been at the club. Obviously they're frustrated. We're all frustrated, and people get angry and say things, but at the end of the day, like I said, we're all pulling in the same direction. We all want the same thing, so I've no doubts whatsoever they'll be there right behind us, and it's up to us as players and as a team to give them something to shout about and get them going as well, because it does work two ways. So like I said, I've no doubts that they'll be with us, and we need to put this little blip behind us and push on now for the rest of the season.
It's a big run in for us, next couple of games, and a big say on whether it's going to be a successful season or not for us, and we want to really cement our place in that playoff position at the minute, and I think that's really important that we do it as quick as possible, to give ourselves a chance to just get ready for the playoffs and who may be in it if we get
away from home. Right, I couldn't speak highly enough. I don't think there's been a club where we've gone to where I've thought their fans are better than ours away from home, and equally almost proud to a point where you think to yourself, they represent our football club, and you walk out of it. Obviously I'm close to them a lot of the time, and obviously being in goal, and you sort of turn around and you think, wow, like they're impressive, they love it, and it makes you feel like you owe them a performance, if you like, because they're passionate, but it's sort of passionate in the right way. It's not like oh yeah, we're your best friend, we want you to win, and then you concede a goal and you start. They sort of stick. I don't know why it is, but they seem to stick with you for the 90 minutes. We lost at Cheltenham the other week, and we weren't nowhere near our standards that we want to be at, and we got clapped off at the end. And I think that sort of shows everything that our away fans are about. And I've got to say, they sometimes just look at them and think, yeah, they're our fans that makes you sort of proud to be part of the football club. Whatever happens to me for like the rest of my life, and no doubt some of the fans, I'm pretty sure they remember some of the days we've had, and that's at this level, and no one wants to be here. You know, everyone obviously wants to get promoted and be in the Football League. But you think back to some of the days where we've gone to places, Barnet away last year, sticks in my mind.
Because how passionate our fans are, you know, you notice when things go well and when things aren't going well. So, you know, you can hear them, and, you know, what I will say is footballers are, say, confidence people, and at the end of the day, you know, I don't think any of the lads in this squad mean to play bad. Do you know what I mean? So, you know, it would be great for the fans to be behind us, which they are anyway, and just, you know, give us that lift, and when things aren't going well for a lad, just give them that push, and when they do something well, give them a cheer, just to give them that boost, and it makes such a difference, you know, especially mentally for the lads.
Stick with us, you know, we're going through a bit of a tricky period at the minute, but you know, we're out there, we're working hard on the training pitch, and we're giving it everything we can in games, so we're in a good position. You know, it's in our hands, and if we want to get promoted this year, then there's no reason why we can't. So hope to see them all there in the numbers, and cheer us on, and be that proverbial 12th man.
You're the 12th man. You're a Mariner. We, our town,